Hello and welcome to Peggy's Tropical Garden, coming to you from the Florida Keys. I've been doing a lot of propagating lately, and as many of you know, I recently received a grow light from Mars Hydro. Now it's time for me to take some of those propagations that have rooted and put them under this grow light so we can see just how it works. Here's some of the things I've been propagating. Like these melanochrysum that you see up front, they have long roots. I've run out of space. This is for water propagating, but you see that I have a lot of little pots here. It's because it's the only place I had to stick these under a grow light. So the ones that are in the water in this grow box, most of them are rooted. I've got things out here on my potting bench that would probably do better under a grow light. Like I said, I have propagations everywhere. I have little pots stuck everywhere. So what I'm thinking is, you saw my light set up, you saw the rack. I don't have my office space yet, but here we go. As you can see on these trays, things aren't fitting very much. I can't fit any more on here because I'm using round pots, I'm using square pots. They're different sizes. So when I bought these trays, I also bought these little square pots, the black square pots like you see in these plants in, so that I could fit 18 pots per tray. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these plants, transplant them into square pots so that I can fit 18 per tray. And as you can see, look at that. A lot neater, a lot better use of space. So this is going to work out perfectly. So these are the plants that I'm going to put under the Mars Hydro grow light so we can see how they progress. Many of these were in the grow box to take root. That's how I rooted them. And some of them I had in plastic bags, whatever. I know I'm horrible at keeping you guys posted at what I'm propagating, so I'm going to try to do better at that. But you can see the Kentianas there. Those I did by division. Some of these were plants that I bought as plugs. So we'll go over what's going into what's going under the grow light. I'll show you each plant individually. Starting with this Sansevieria Whitney that I got from Hertz that had many problems. I put it in water, it rooted, it finally pupped, and so I put it in here. And this is from one of my overseas orders, my variegated Beryl Marks. It was a little nub that I pulled off and was able to root, and now it's giving me leaves. It's time for it to be in soil. Some crassula, stacking crassula that I had. Got to try some succulents out under here too. These are Bonsell Mini Sansevieria pups that I pulled off the mother plant. They have like maybe a couple of roots, probably a little early, but we're going to see how they do. I'm excited about those. And then over here, we have some Cebu Blue Pothos that broke off of my plant. So I rooted it, and today is their first day in soil. And this is the Birkin starter plug that I bought from the plant farm. So we'll see if we can't help that along. Back here is Sansevieria again. They are bird's nest Sansevieria. This one and the one behind it as well. And this is a Hoya Russa cutting that has rooted. So I'm going to see if we can't keep that going. Another starter plant from the plant farm, an emerald red philodendron. This is a little gem succulent, a sedum, that my son got me. And this is a variegated Hoya Russa. This was not a cutting, it's a division at the roots. And this is a whale fin. I have had some whale fin problems. I'm going to do a video on that. Finally got that to get a little roots. That back there is a variegated whale fin tuber that is sprouting. Another variegated Hoya Kentiana and a Hoya pubicalix. That's fully rooted and everything. And then back there I have some Peperomia prostrata that I'm trying to root. They are cuttings. I purchased those online. So I'm trying to root those as well as get them going. And that's my Sansevieria Samurai that I put one out in the sun. It totally burned. Had no idea how to propagate, but I finally took root. So that's what we're starting off with under the grow light as far as newly planted, newly rooted. So I'm putting them right here on this shelf. And then down here, I have a couple of little trays where I'm actually doing some seeds. So we'll talk about these again later. I don't know if they're going to sprout or not. I have some heliconia under here, some anthurium, and we'll see. I did these, I guess, about a week and a half ago. I put them in here, so we will see. They don't get much light down here, but from what my instructions said, they don't need light right now, just moisture and heat. So they should be plenty warm. They got some heat, so I have them under the tray. So of course, like I said, no light there. And these are some plants. Like I said, these have been in this grow box. They're rooted up. I'm going to plant some of those up. And yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that now. I wasn't going to do it this go round, but I may as well. They've got roots. I'm going to pot them up. Brantianum. There's a Hoya polynura. I don't think I'll put that under there because I don't think it needs that kind of intense light and heat. So here they are. I went on and potted them up. I just put them in the front of the tray here. They have small leaves of Brantianum. These are some Hoya linearis cuttings from one of my plants. And then the peperomioides friendship plant. I rooted that also in my little grow box. So yeah, these are all newly rooted, new to soil. So hopefully they will do well. So this is the setup so far. And let's see. Let me show you what I have here on the top shelf. Now, this is Monstera albo cutting. It's not rooted or anything, so I'm trying to get it to root. I'm not real concerned about the leaf. I'm more concerned about the root, getting it to root here. I have an orchid back here that I want to see if I can get that to bloom under this light. And these are some Peperomia ovata leaves that had fallen off. And I just put them under here in some sphagnum moss in the moisture. And I'm going to see if they will take root and see what happens with those. These are some cactus plants that I started from seed. I mean, wow, a good 8 months ago probably. But they're doing their thing now. So I'm going to see if this Mars Hydro grow light doesn't help them along. I just had them sitting outside on my porch. And then there's my Hoya Russa. I want to see if I can get some of these Hoyas to bloom by having them under this light. So, I mean, if I see any adverse effects, I'm going to take them from under here. My Pubicalic Splash back there that I just recently got. And this Hoya, I believe this is the Rubra. Yeah. So we're going to see if we can't get some of these Hoyas to bloom by being under this grow light as well. So that's the setup. I know I do realize that the ones on the bottom aren't getting light. Hopefully I'm going to get another light, put it down there so we have more, we can expand things. But the cool thing is the light does kind of overflow to these plants on the side. So this ficus and this melanochrysum should get some light over here. And then on top of this grow box, I have some more plants, my gloriosum, variegated burl marks, and ansonii. I'm hoping that they will benefit from the grow light as well, even though they're not right under it. And here we go. I know you have to deal with the, bear with me with the changing light. It's because I have the grow light now on, so it's playing with the lighting. But looks pretty good. Yeah, these could probably use some light, at least a little bit, but they'll be okay for now. And here we go. I'm anxious to see what the growth rate is. I'm pretty sure they'll grow a lot faster than just sitting on my porch since they don't get any light under there. And because it is a screened room and it's covered. But I'm really, really excited. And this light is really putting out some light. It's really bright. You cannot tell from this video, but this is a really bright light. It lights up the whole room. So I'm excited to see the difference between using this grow light and the little teeny grow lights I have over there in my plant nook. I'm anxious to see if I can get these Hoyas, kind of force them to bloom. See, I mean, I'm just newly into Hoya, so we'll see. And that's about it for now. I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.